Happy February lugs! This year I have reimagined the classic space set, the Solar Power Transporter, originally released I think in 1985. And for the crew, I tried to stay as close to the original crew as possible, but don't have a black shirt, so I replaced black guy with a green spaceman, and gave the yellow spaceman a blue non-human face, because otherwise I always thought the yellow guy looked like he was just running around naked. So for those of you who remember the set, this had a lot of cool play features. Not only is it a kind of cool land train that you can imagine roaming around some alien craggy landscape, but also had some modular pop-off functions. So I'm gonna show you my take on that. I kept all the original functions in place, plus added a few new ones for this version. First, we'll set a couple chocks here. So in the original, these guys would pop right off. Now I added these little wheels here so that each one can roam around independently. That's not something that was there in the first place, but just decided to add it on, made more sense. In the original, though, you could take these two sections and stick them back to back, get yourself a nice little sub rover while the lab station, or whatever you want to call it, stays put. Another thing I added on is that each of these little cockpit pods, you can call them a cockpod if you want, can pop off on its own as a little chibi flying vehicle. Sort of looks like a Mola Mola or a Dumbo. So you got those features. Then another thing that the original had that I took a little different take on as far as how it actually came together. Pop these guys apart. Wheels down. Ugh. And take off these two sections. You know, in theory. There it is. Each one of these swings open, and there you have it. Sort of a high-speed hovercraft flying vehicle. I like to call them the quick chicken because they kind of look like chickens. So you can have a couple of those flying around, doing survey work, while this poor schmuck has to stay home at the lab, just doing sciencey things. Got a little robot hanging out in there with him. And last little upgrade that I added on to the original design. Take each of these engine sections back off. Well, that didn't work. Off you go. There it is. And there's the connection point in case you're wondering. Bar, clip, hole, stud. Got the same arrangement on all of them so they can all fit together in any configuration. So, you got these kind of back how you started. Give this a twist. There you go. No articulation anymore. Just a straight line move. Then you just move one of these up here. And there's something brand new that the original couldn't do. Whole thing is now high-speed hovercraft, spaceship, I don't know. It flies at some level or another. And all takes off together. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing my take on this classic. And happy building.